Lauren did something that the first thought I had was, Terrell's not going to like this. She got the holiday hairdo. Braids. What'd you think of Lauren's braids?
I thought her braids were fine.
Okay,
I thought it looked good.
I got to ask every time.
I don't hate braids. I just don't date people with braids. But her braids look great. Lauren's beautiful, but her braids look fine.
So if your woman came home with the braids that Lauren had, you'd be fine then. So
my woman wouldn't come home with braids. She wouldn't look good in braids.
CXM says, how do you not date someone with braids? LOL. And then follows up with, what about weave?
I've dated someone with weave before. It wasn't like a lot, but I've dated someone with weave before. I've just never really been attracted to braids. I don't understand why people get so offended by it.
Yeah.
Right? It's like if a woman says I only date guys who are 6 feet and I'm 5'10", I'm not going to be upset about it. Hey, that's your preference. So I don't see why people really flip out when I make that type of comment.
You mean like this? What, Terryl? No braids?
Yeah, I've dated women with weave before. I don't like braids.
No vacation braids?
Yeah. I haven't been on vacation with someone where they would do vacation braids. I haven't really had that experience where we're going to Cancun and all that kind of stuff. Didn't happen.
Hey, braids over weave any day, man. I'll say that off the rip. Some strange reason weave just.
You don't like weave?
Anyway, that's a whole nother.
I think especially the women I've dated with weave, it was done really well to where you couldn't really tell. Because remember, you had to teach me about the wigs and all that stuff. I couldn't really tell, but I've seen some that done really well. I've seen some that are really bad.
With a baby hair.
Yeah, I've seen some weaves that are terrible. But I've seen some weaves that are done really well.
Her baby hair is amazing. That's not her baby hair. Here's the wrong assumption right here automatically, because LG says must date non-black women. That's fine. Do you? It's like, no, that's not what that means.
I date all women.
Hold on, I'm defending you. You do yourself.
Yeah, no, I date all women, and people say what they like. That's totally fine. I date all women. But I don't see why people if I say I don't like braids, that means I don't like black women. I'm not saying that whatsoever. I just don't like to date women that wear braids.
Right.
I've not dated a Hispanic woman that wore braids. I've not dated a white woman that wore braids. I've not dated a black woman that wore braids. I've dated a black woman with weave. I've dated Hispanic women with weaves. I've dated white women with weaves. So I just don't like braids. But I mean, I just laugh how people just quick to, you don't like black women. Just because I make that comment. I mean, that's just really sensitive, in my opinion. And yeah, you do you. And if you only date black men, that's awesome. And be happy about that. But Jill, everyone has a preference of things that they like.
Nikki B says braids are expensive. That's why Terrell doesn't like them.
I wouldn't be paying for it. I wouldn't be paying for it. But I'll get your nails done. But those braids, I don't see how you just sit in the chair that long. I'm impressed when people do that. Like the time it takes. Could you imagine getting a 5 or 6 hour haircut? Like, I'm just like, how do you
Hey, you know what? Sometimes it feels like it because the barber can talk. When the barber decides to have lunch while he's cutting your hair, yeah.
Nothing worse than that. He's just cutting the back. Hey, I'm going to eat this sandwich real quick. You're like, well.
It's like, Jesus Christ. Can you finish this real quick? Trust me. It's not that bad. Hey, Michelle says, how do we get here? Yeah, seriously. I apologize, because I actually did that by just putting that up for him. Hey, Auntie also said, between y'all wait time at the barber shop and the cut, y'all spend a good 2 hours in the barber. You know, okay, I will say this. At least mine is cut in half because I don't do wait time. I do not go to the barber shop anymore without an appointment. Granted, they're never on time. You could be the first one, and you're still not going to start at your side. It's like going to the doctor. It's never going to start on time.